Recording.
Good morning. It is 10:02 a.m. and I am calling this meeting of the Agricultural Labor Relations Board to order. First, I will go through the roll. Board Member Broad.
Present.
Board Member Lightstone.
Present.
I'm present as well. A quorum has been established. Next, I will go to approval of meeting minutes from June 10th, 2026. May I have a motion to approve the minutes?
Move.
So moved.
Second.
Thank you, Member Broad. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. I do not have a chair's report today. I believe we do have an executive officer's report on elections, unfair labor practice complaints and hearings. And I will turn it over to the Executive Secretary Santiago Avila Gomez for that report.
Thank you, Chair Hasid, and good morning again, and good morning to the members of the board and folks that have joined us. Today's Executive Officer's Report covers the period from June 10th, the date of my last report, to today, so it's fairly long. I will mention that the report is located on the board's website in the Meetings tab, so folks can download and look at it there. Starting with election activity, we had a majority support petition filed by the United Farm Workers on July 7th in SoCal Berry Growers LLC. The case number there is 2026 RM001. Certification of that process issued on July 15th, and objections by the employer were filed on July 20th. That involves conventional strawberries in Ventura County. Turning next to complaints issued, we had 6 complaints issued between June 10th and today. The first, Grimway Enterprises, involving broccoli in Kern County, issued on June 26th. I'm going to forego mentioning the case numbers since they are on the report and because of the length of the report. Next is Catalina's Berry Farms LLC, involving strawberries in Ventura County. That issued on June 26. However, it was amended, so we have an amended complaint that's operative and issued on July 6, 2026. Next, Fernandez Brothers Inc., involving strawberries in Monterey County. That issued June 30th. Next, James H. Cohen and Associates Inc., that involves the commodity of trees, shrubs, and exotic plants in Ventura County. That issued on June 30th. Next, Solomio Inc., involving almonds and grapes in Fresno and King counties, issued on June 30th. And finally, Sunberry Growers LLC, involving strawberries in Monterey County, and that issued on June 30th. There were 2 complaints withdrawn. The first being Sorrento Berry Farms LLC, involving strawberries in Ventura County there. The complaint was withdrawn on June 11th because the parties had entered into and fully executed and complied with the terms of an informal bilateral settlement agreement. Next, Red Blossom Farms Inc., also strawberries, however, in Santa Barbara County. There it was withdrawn July 14th, and there too there was an informal settlement agreement that underlied the withdrawal. Turning next to board administrative orders, 3 administrative orders issued since June 10th. The first, CYMA Orchids Corporation, June 10th. ALRB admin order number 2026-07. There the board issued its order approving a formal bilateral settlement agreement, and that involved the underlying decision of 51 ALRB 2. Next, Wonderful Nurseries LLC. On June 11th, the board issued ALRB admin order number 2026-08. There, the board order approved the investigative hearing examiner's recommendation to close the record. And finally, Rastigar Farms Management Inc., issued on July 2nd, the ALRB admin order number 2026-09, and the order approved the formal bilateral settlement agreement in that matter, involving the underlying decision of 52 ALRB number 2. Finally, a board decision, or rather turning to board decisions, there was one board decision That was issued in Trifanuki Farms, and the citation is 52 ALRB number 3. There, the board issued a decision and order and erratum to an earlier decision. And that issued on June 29th. That is the board's final decision in the matter, which is appealable to the District Court's appeal. That deadline is July 29th. Turning to pending matters, there are 4 pending matters, one of them being the earlier mentioned SoCal Berry Growers majority support petition objections, the other being Sea Mist Farms LLC. And here I will mention the case numbers 2025 CE 045. There is a general counsel's request for enforcement of a subpoena ducis tecum issued July 10th, or rather filed with the board on July 10th, and that is pending. Olive Hill Greenhouses, Inc., case number 2024 MMC-002. There, an employer's petition for review of the mediator's report was filed July 20th. That also is pending. And finally, Tissue Grown Corporation, case number 2023 CE011 SAL, involves the administrative law judge's default decision. Exceptions there are due on July 27th, replies due August 11th, and that involves the commodities of fruit and nut root stocks in Ventura County. That concludes my report. Happy to answer any questions.
Thank you, Santiago. Appreciate that. And sounds like a lot of folks have been busy, which is good to hear. We do not have a litigation report today. We do not have a general counsel's report or a legislative report. So we'll now turn to public comment. We'll first go to those who possibly reached out ahead of the board meeting in the queue. However, anyone who wishes to make public comment may do so. Please use the Zoom raise hand function to be added to the public comment queue. A note that we are not, and please state your name and organization if applicable, so we have it for the record. Please note that the board is not able to discuss, hear, engage, or respond to any questions or comments about any pending board matters. So with that, I will turn it over to Santiago and Satya to see if we have anyone in the queue or anyone who is indicating they wish to make public comment.
No one contacted us beforehand. However, at this time, I will ask that anyone that's participating and attending to indicate their desire by using the raise hand feature in Zoom. Give that a few minutes. And maybe it's seconds rather than minutes. And there are no hands.
Okay. All right. With that, I will then close public comment. And the board will now recess into closed session. Thank you.
Recording now.
Good morning. It's 11:58 a.m. and the board has returned from closed session. Our last agenda item is announcements. We will have a board meeting next Wednesday, July 29th, to permit the board to deliberate on pending matters in closed session. That will be at 10 a.m. here in Sacramento and on Zoom. And with that, this meeting is now adjourned. Thank you.